Another lovely evening. Welcome, everyone. And today we're going to sort of speak on what is joy and what is happiness. We've all sort of experienced these, but we're not very clear. So we want to see that we know a little bit better than that. So the difference is it's a wonderful experience which everyone longs to have. If we sort of see what is joy and what is happiness, then we know what is. So joy is all sort of starts from the internal work, and it is mastering ourselves in the situation, very much in the unknown. And it is not up and down in all the situations. We are just in equanimity. Happiness is external stimulus, like, you want the good news to be there or whatever you want. It's all about the wants. Um, Joy again is multitude feeling, like cloud nine experience, seventh heaven, you would say. That's kind of, in little things you will find. Happiness is just one feeling, like, oh, I enjoyed this dessert, or I enjoyed knowing this person, or I enjoyed that party. So it's like self pleasure, whereas joy is elation in the moment, whatever we're doing, and it just comes, arises. It's our nature, really, joy, and it is there. And we find that we are in our very restful state and in our pure state. And this is like eternal. So even if this body falls, we will carry this joy wherever it is going on, whatever plane. Whereas happiness is just on this earth, attaching ourselves to all the material stuff, and chasing constantly one after another. All the senses are just constantly out chasing, either it's seeing or listening or tasting or feeling or touching. So it's all that. Whereas joy is born out of suffering and self-sacrification, and it's beyond, going beyond, connecting with our inner, and there is a purpose there as well, but there's no connection with the happiness. It's all attachments. Again, in joy, we find we are so vibrant in that moment. We are so vibrant, and we are fully expressing without fear, and there is strength in it. There is positivity in it, goodness, and it's all sharing at that moment. We find, like, if there is a group of people or even one or two people, everyone is feeling that. Whereas in the happiness, it's very self-centered, very short-lived, and often, person is like just themselves. It's not really sharing. Even in the grief, there is moments of joy where you feel that, okay, the body has left, but the soul is still there, the spirit is there, and you connect deeper. So there is that little joy there. And it's a gift from the creators. And we find there is contentment, there is peace, there is that euphoria, and you find it's not just, joy is not just for the rich and famous and all that jazz. It's even the poorest. You see the gleam in their eyes, and wholehearted laughing, that happens. And happiness is just depending on the circumstances which we have planned, like, I want these specific people for this, and this is how I like it, and there I will find the happiness. So it is always on the next. It is planned and it is known. So it is not really our nature, whereas joy is our nature. And when we see how spontaneous it is not that I have to sit here looking for it. It's just here. It's suddenly bursting, into laughter, confidence, to express as loud as, and the body feels very energized, and it is, gives us that feeling of lightness. Happiness also has moments where it kind of expresses in its body language. It's evident as we can see which direction it is going, in which place it is. So there's a beautiful quote which sort of says, when the mind is pure, so when the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. And keep choosing this every day, because there are, in little moments, there is joy. So if we keep choosing that, we are with the most magnetic force, which is very infectious. And we bloom in that, in our own joy. Whereas happiness says, what is happiness? So happiness says, don't be foolish seeking happiness in the distance, which always is in the distance. If I get this, then I'll be happy. If I do this, I'll be happy. So the happiness is saying, choose joy, which is not ready made, which is self made, uh, where the growth is in the daily actions. So immediately we will know that this, if I just be, whatever's to come will come. And the purest love is joy, by which we can catch the souls. So it's a full expression of the soul, or Atma, as we say. So now we know that joy is our nature's way. Happiness is something which we are like searching, and we have to go beyond the happiness. And that's where the joy is. It's in that simplicity. So I hope everyone has understood the difference between the two. And enjoy, you are in your most natural state. Ha ha ha. Thank you. Namaste.